Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Nationals live stream with me, Steph Braun, and my colleague, Sophie Parsons. How are you doing, Sophie?
Good, thank you, Steph. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. I believe it's going to be really hot this week, isn't it? Or by Scotland levels.
Well, yeah, it looks like it. I think it's really, really hot down south, and we're getting the tail end of the heat wave, I think. It was pretty warm when I was walking to work this morning, so...
Yeah, I think it's going to be about 20 or so today in the west anyway. And I'm giving you a weather report now. Didn't see this coming. And then later in the week, I think it's going to hit about 27 or something, which isn't too bad.
Yeah, I think it is.
So,
yeah. I'm not opposed to some sunshine. It was quite rainy this weekend, so...
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to kick off by talking a bit about the Commonwealth Games, because it's the last day of the Commonwealth Games today, with the ceremony, the closing ceremony taking place later at 8 o'clock. You can watch it on BBC One. And yeah, we just want to talk a bit about how well Scotland have done, because they've done amazing over the last 10 days across all sorts of different sports. They've won more medals than they did in the Gold Coast 4 years ago. And there's basically their biggest medal haul since, apart from Glasgow, which was obviously a home games, which does give a lot of people a boost, and they tend to field more athletes when it's at home games. So, I mean, what have you? I don't know what you've caught over the past 10 days, Sophie, but it's been really, really good to see, so many athletes making the nation proud, really.
Yeah, it's been amazing. I think every athlete has performed amazingly. But I think for everyone, Eilish McColgan's gold was that final lap. I just watched it again and again and again on Twitter. Is amazing. And seeing Laura Muir as well get gold in the 1500 was really amazing. I think she came out and said that was what she was going for. She's been going for sort of the big win. She's done really well over the years, but I think that gold will mean a lot. So that was really, really good to see. And obviously Duncan Scott, record breaking in the pool. What is it, 12 medals he now has? I think.
He's got a lot. He's got a lot.
What about you, Steph? What's been the highlights?
Oh, absolutely, Eilish McColgan. That last lap was just phenomenal. You don't very often get to see a 10,000 meter race end like that. You didn't know, with 200 meters to go, you still didn't know who was going to win. And you always get the sort of nerves of, oh, please don't fall over, and stuff like that. It's that kind of, because everybody gets very bundled up, and they start pushing and shoving, and it's a bit nerve-wracking race. And obviously she won silver in the 5K, which was tremendous, to be honest, because that the girl that won it was she was just storming away with it. I can't believe that Eilish did well to get silver in that. And I think, again, Laura Muir was amazing. She's been trying so hard over the years. She's fallen short in so quite a few races over the years, but she's really come into some form in the past couple of years. So it was great to see her get that goal. She's got some face when she runs. Laura Muir, she just gives it absolutely everything. She's just great. Duncan Scott was brilliant as well, and just the cyclists also performed well.
Yeah.
The boxing medals, we've won more boxing medals, I think, than ever before, possibly.
No, amazing.
Yeah, so it's just the strength in depth across lots of different sports. We did pretty well in the lawn bowls as well, as we always do. So
yeah, the lawn bowls was really good.
Yeah, absolutely great. So it's been a brilliant games, and it'll be all rounded off today with our hero Eilish flying later on. It was just a great story, that, wasn't it, with her mum as well.
It
was brilliant.
It was amazing to watch. It's always nice to see the Flower of Scotland played, and how much it means to the athletes. It really does mean a lot to them. So
yeah, Laura Muir tried to start singing last night, and then she was just like, you could see her lip just I'd be the same. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. So yeah, 8 p.m. if you want to watch that tonight to finish things off. On our front page today, we have come out of hiding and recall MPs. That's Ian Blackford's message to Boris Johnson, who has been absent during most of the sort of cost of living crisis announcements we've had over the past few days. He's just been on holiday. So people are wanting him to come back and, announce things that are going to help people, because it was Business Secretary Kwasi Kwarteng that said last week people will have to wait until Boris Johnson's replacement, whether that's Liz Truss or Rishi Sunak, has moved into number 10 before they can expect any more support, which is obviously not happening until the start of next month. And we've had all sorts of announcements about the UK going into recession, about the energy price cap changing quarterly, inflation set to rise, interest rates set to rise. It's a really worrying time for people. So, but we've not had anything from Boris Johnson. It just seems people are left asking questions about how on earth they're going to afford their lives, and just nothing.
Yeah. We've had Gordon Brown's been on the media rounds this morning, and he's been saying that he's seeing levels of poverty that he thought they would never see again, which is really quite horrific. And just to think that, the Prime Minister's not even here.
Yeah, he is absent during a crisis, a real crisis. So, and he's the caretaker Prime Minister, but he is still the Prime Minister, and he has the power to do something, and just nothing is happening. And we're not seeing much sign of Liz Truss and Rishi Sunak necessarily promising all that much at the moment. They're sort of kind of refusing to do that until they're in position. And it's just like, well, we need to know not that we can do anything. We're not Tory members, but, we can't, we still need to know what they're proposing to do about this.
I wonder if it's because they know the things they're going to have, the things that they would have to do to sort this out, Tory members aren't going to like.
Yeah.
But I mean,
you can read more about that on our website. The SNP are just basically saying, you need to come and sort this out to Boris Johnson. Nadeem Zahari was also on holiday on Friday last week, the Chancellor.
You would just think Boris Johnson might wait for the holiday, after. Because it was his choice to stay on as caretaker Prime Minister. Lots of people were saying, step down now.
Yes.
And he said, I'm going to stay on until a new leader is elected. That was his choice.
Yeah.
Against the will of a lot of people. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. He's there for a reason. He's decided to stay there because he wants to continue to lead in that interim period. So, just because he could easily call Parliament out of recess and announce some emergency measures, but we wait for that. So outside of that, we also have a story online about North Lanarkshire Council, where Scottish Labour are looking to take over from the SNP. The SNP's Jordan Linden, who was the leader, resigned from his post recently following allegations of sexual harassment, and the party group elected a new group leader in Tracy Carragher. So the SNP are obviously hoping she will become the new council leader, but Labour are plotting a takeover bid with a vote set to take place at a meeting on Thursday. Key story here is it's the latest episode in Labour needing Tory votes to succeed. We've obviously seen that kind of incident across the country with Labour either needing Tory votes to succeed or literally having some sort of deal with them. So it's the latest sort of episode in that saga, really. The SNP have said such a collaboration between Labour and Tories would be an affront to democracy and once again show the depths the Labour leadership will sink to. So there's more on that on the website as well. Like I say, it's just the latest kind of, episode of that, because we've just seen again and again that Labour are willing to work with the Tories or vice versa to beat the SNP, haven't we?
Yeah, we did a lot on that sort of post local elections, because there was a sort of a lot of deals after it had been said that there would be no coalitions. And I think that came up quite a lot at FMQs as well. There's definitely a few clips from what I can remember of Nicola Sturgeon highlighting that to Anna Sarwar. So yeah, you can read all about that on our website. And also, finally, it's just worth chatting about the Fringe back in full swing. We had lots of reporters out at the Fringe over the weekend, reviewing shows. So keep your eye out for that this week. We have interviews, we've got reviews, which will help you sort of decide what you want to go to, because it can be really difficult to come up with what shows you actually want to see, and especially without, as we've reported on earlier, without the Fringe app. So the move to remove the Fringe app has been sort of widely criticised among performers, because it makes it more difficult to sort of advertise your show. But it's also just difficult for us, a lot of the punters going to the shows. It is hard to sort of, you used to be able to go on and just see, what's on near me. If you'd had a spare couple of hours to fill, go and catch a free show or something. But that is no more. But luckily, we have got all the reviews for you. So you can sign up for the National. We've also got a free trial running for the Fringe. So if you go to the national.scot/subscribe, there's details about our free trial, and you can get all of our content, our premium content, for free.
Yeah, it's a very exciting time, the Fringe. I think wasn't the Edinburgh Derby on at the weekend as well as at the same time as the Fringe? The place must have been mobbed.
Yeah, it will have been. Edinburgh and the Fringe, and I think I lived there for quite a few years, and I used to love when the Fringe is on, but it is difficult when you're if you have somewhere to go quickly, you need to add time onto your journey if you're walking.
Absolutely. That's why the app would have been so handy, because you would have known what was right next to you as opposed to the other side of the city. So yeah, it's a shame that, but like you say, it's all on our website. So
good. And if there's sun this week, then that'll be good for the Fringe as well, because I think there's been a few years where it has poured every day of August. So
oh my goodness, yeah. Well done, Scotland. No, that's all for now, everyone. So we'll see you again tomorrow, and enjoy the week.
Have a good week, everyone. Thank you.